Hi, good morning to all. I am Dr FRAIJO, working in Government College, Talasheri, Kerala, as Assistant Professor in Physical Education. We all have been struggling like anything for last couple of months due to this pandemic situation. The system brought a lot of changes in our day-to-day life, such as the changes in our daily routines, eating habits, our work atmosphere, nature of job, lack of physical activities, lack of social involvement, and for some people it led to sedentary lifestyle, and some people it led to poverty. So, do you think once this COVID situation comes to normal level, we can live steadily? No, never. Because all these factors will counter affect our health. So, what we can do means we have to control our lifestyle. So, today I'm discussing here some of the tips regarding the diet and nutrition plan to this pandemic situation for students, staffs, and parents. Let's go to the topic. First, let's see what is immunity system. You know very well what is immunity system. It's a complex network of cells, chemicals, tissues, and organs. All these things together perform our immunity function. That means fight against the foreign substance called antigen. So the main parts of immunity systems are white blood cells, antibodies, lymphatic system, spleen, thymus, and bone marrow. So when we talk about immunity system, we can simply define that if any foreign substance enter the body like dust, bacteria, fungus, virus, we call it as a antigen. Once it enter the body, our body will identify it and attack against it. This is our immunity system. Who attacking? Our WBC or white blood cells. The main thing is antibodies. Now you have heard about it. All over the world, the people are trying to find out this proper antibodies against this COVID virus. What is antibody? Antibody is a protein component produced by B lymphocytes, one of the white blood cell. It will help the body because it attack the foreign substance and save our body from all the diseases. So when we talk about the immunity, there are three types of immunity, that is innate immunity, active immunity, and passive immunity. Innate immunity means we are getting once we are born, that means we are getting from our mother. But active immunity means our body are responsible for developing, our body are creating or developing the antibodies themselves. The passive immunity means we are getting from external agents in the form of vaccine or injections. So which is better? Of course, the active immunity is better. That means our body has to create the antibodies themselves. How we can create it, that we can discuss. Before that, why this active immunity is better means it will last for longer time because in the form of immunological memory. That means our B cells and T cells is called as memory cells. For example, you are getting a cold or cough or fever. Of course, again, if the same time, our body will produce antibody. But after 6 months, if you are getting same diseases, our B cells and T cells will cell. Yes, the same disease has attacked you. Our antibody fight against it. So this active immunity is always better. So let's discuss how we can improve our active immunity system. Here are some of the tips how we can boost up our active immunity system. The first one, eat a diet high in fruits and vegetables. Exercise regularly, maintain a healthy weight, get adequate sleep, good hygienic, try to minimize stress, follow good habits. Exercise regularly, you know very well how we can improve our immunity system. As we said earlier, our white blood cells, lymphatic system, all these systems are produced from a bone marrow, red bone marrow, that's from bone. So when we do the activity, the production will be higher, the effectiveness will be higher. So when we do the activity, our all hormone will be in balanced position, so our immunity level will be higher. For example, If you're so obese or fatty man, your hormone production will be higher. So your immunity system will go in a wrong way. But if you are steady and if you are healthy, your hormone production will be normal. So your immunity system will be perfect. So same way, minimize stress. You know very well the stress is like a slow poison. It's a slow poison killer. How? Because when we get stress, the hormone cortisol is produced. Once cortisol is produced, insulin level also increase. You know very well, once insulin level is increase means our blood glucose level will drop and excess all sugar will convert as fat. So I'm not going to much deeply about the these healthy tips. Now I'm going directly to the nutritional tips. So discuss about the nutrients. So now if you are living in a normal life and if you're not doing much physical activity, the first one you can choose. Of course, 50 percentage food should come from carbohydrate and 30 percentage should come from protein and 20 percentage should come from fat. But if you are an athlete or if you are doing some physical activity, we have to increase the amount of protein. Why we should increase the protein means when we do the activity, our lot of muscles, fibers, everything get damaged. The protein is act as building block of our body. So it is repairing all the damaged tissues, and also it helps to develop our muscles, bones, everything. Because when we talk about muscles, the carbohydrate percentage is very less, but the old muscles are made up with muscle fibers. It is mainly composed with actin and myosin protein. So if you are taking more protein, that means your muscle strength and muscle bulk will be higher. And if your intention is fat losing, you have to reduce the carbohydrate and fat and you have to increase the protein. Why should we decrease the carbohydrate means if the excess carbohydrate in the body can store only limited amount of carbohydrate. If you're taking more carbohydrate, what will happen? The excess will convert as a fat. So when we take the food, we should remember what are the food we are taking. What we are doing means we are going to the hotel and we are taking whatever we like. No, we have to identify this much food should come from carbohydrate, this much food should come protein and fat. We have to know each food items belong to which category. And when we talk about the metabolic rate, you know very well how much energy we need for a day. That is calculated at the basis of metabolic rate. So metabolic rate we can divide into mainly in the three ways. The first one basal metabolic rate, second one physical activity, and third one thermogenesis. Basal metabolic rate 50 to 75 percentage energy we are using for basal metabolic rate. What is basal metabolic rate? When we are in a rest stage, how much energy we are using, that is called basal metabolic rate. That means for blood circulation, our digestion, blood circulation, our normal temperature, our functioning of all internal organs, our muscle movements, for everything, how much energy we are using, that is known as basal metabolic rate. And second one, physical activity. When we do the physical activity, 20 to 35 percentage of energy we are using for physical activities. If you are not doing any physical activity, the energy will store in the body. If you are doing more activity, the energy will be burned as the source, so we won't get fat. And third one, thermogenesis, how much energy we are using for digestion absorption process. It is around 10 percentage. So this is a SMR Hyderabad chart. According to this chart, we can see the sports person has to consume 3000 to 6000 kilocalorie food per day, and adult male is average is 2400, female is to 1800. So for each age category, the different proportion of food we are taking. But what we are doing means we are taking in our own way, our own taste, our own decision. But we have to see, we have to find out how much food we have to consume. Here I'll show one formula. This is one of the famous formula, Harris Benedict formula. From this you can find out how much basal metabolic rate you are using. That means how much energy you needed for basal metabolic rate. For example, from this formula you are getting 1800 means you have to take 1800 kilocalorie food per day for basal metabolic rate. And for another thing, how we can find out total energy expenditure a day. If, for example, my basal metabolic rate is 1800 means I should multiply into following numbers. If I'm living a sedentary lifestyle, I should multiply it 1.2. If I am doing 1 to 3 days in a week, I'm doing some light activity, I should multiply into 1.375. And moderately active means 1.55, and very active and extra active means 1.9. If you are a sports person, you should multiply into 2 or more than 2. For example, if my basal metabolic rate is 2000, I am very extractive, I should divide 2000 into 1.9. It is around 3800 or 900. So that much food I should consume every day. So you don't think you can take the food in your own wish. Why? For example, if you need 3000 calorie food per day, but if you are taking 3500 kilocalorie in a day, what happened? Every day 500 kilocalorie food is stored in the body as extra energy. So 1 week you are getting around 3500 extra weight. That means around 1 pound body weight. That means 450 gram. If 1 week your body weight is increasing 450 means 1 month you are getting 2 kilogram extra body weight. So just imagine after 6 months what will happen. So you have to consume the food according to what energy, how much food you needed. And when we come to the nutritional things, now the people are, we all are aware about the nutritional things and our immunity system. So we'll tell some of the food materials, food macronutrients, and how we can improve our immunity system. The first one, citrus fruits. You know very well the citrus fruits is a abundant source of vitamin C. For what we need vitamin C? Of course, the vitamin C is boost up our immunity system because it produce WBC. As I said at the beginning, there are three types of WBC cells: lymphocytes, T lymphocytes, and natural killer cell. What is its role? If any foreign substance enter the body, it will attack the foreign substance and kill them, destroy them. So if you're taking more citrus fruits, more WBC is produced inside the body. It's not only vitamin C, other things also present in these citrus fruits like B vitamins, potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, copper. B vitamins you know very well. The B vitamins is essential for the production of the blood cells, nerve cells, and our healthy of the body. And potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, copper, these all things are essential for the proper development of tissue, cells, and our bone health, everything. So if you're taking citrus fruits, it will develop or boost up our immunity system. And it also contains a lot of fiber. You know very well what is the purpose of, what is the use of fiber. When we take fiber, it will not store inside the body. That means if you're taking more fiber, it will not store inside the body, means we are getting adequate amount of energy, plus it will not store in the body as extra fat, so we are not gaining body weight. And another advantage of this fiber means there are a lot of bacteria that are present in our guts, that means small intestine and large intestine. For what this bacteria? This bacteria will help our digestion, absorption, and destroy all the unwanted waste materials entering in the body. So from where these bacteria is getting energy? These bacteria are getting energy from this extra fiber. So if you're taking more fiber food, these bacteria are getting adequate amount of energy. Our digestive system will be smoother, our immunity system will be higher. Some of the citrus fruits are orange, lemon, lime, grapefruits, kiwis, green and red pepper, cabbage, leafy vegetables, sweet and white potatoes, tomatoes is all contain the abundant source of vitamin C. It will help our immunity system by increasing the amount of white blood cells and also these other elements. Now, second one is a red bell pepper. The red bell pepper contains three times as much as vitamin C as orange. If you're taking one glass of orange, if you're taking one glass of red bell pepper, it contains three times more vitamin C is containing. So it also containing one more thing, that is beta carotene. The beta carotene means it is the first stage of vitamin A. The beta carotene is converted into vitamin A. Vitamin A, you know very well, it is essential for the health of our eyes and skin. So if you're taking red bell pepper, you are getting vitamin C plus vitamin A. So immunity system will be boost up. And third one, garlic. It is not from last few years. It's from lot of long years ago. The people have realized the real benefits of garlic. The early civilization also recognized its important benefits. The garlic, one of the some of the important uses of garlic we can discuss. It slow down hardening of the arteries, so lower blood pressure. So you know very well our blood vessels is like a pipe. Means when the blood is coming, it will dilate. When the blood level is less, means it will constrict. So it's like a dilation and constriction. So when we take the blood diabetes, this one blood pressure patient, the blood vessels will be very hardening. When more blood flows to the blood vessel, it will not dilate. So what happened? The more pressure will exert on the blood vessels, it lead to high BP. So if you are taking garlic, it will reduce the hardening of artery. So of course it will reduce the blood pressure. And when we come to the immunity, other things, it's containing the one of the main materials, the sulfur containing material is known as allicin. What is the purpose of this allicin? We can discuss. It helps to reduce inflammation and offer antioxidant benefits. What is the meaning of inflammation? If it is reducing inflammation, means in our body all the body parts are getting injury. That means the fibers or the cells are getting damaged. So what happen means our immunity system, WBC, pro-inflammatory chemicals, everything reaching there and repair all the damaged things. But if you are extra body weight, that means if your body having too much fat and if your body is having too much hormone imbalance, what happen means the inflammation process will continue even after the injury has healed. For example, your body insulin is produced by pancreas. Suppose pancreas is getting injury, the immunity system will reach there and will all damage will repair. But even after, the process will continue. So what happen means the extra over inflammation will lead to damaging of pancreas cell, and it will lead to diabetics as well as cancer. Over inflammation will lead to cancer. So if you are taking garlic, it will reduce the inflammation. Once the injuries damage is finished, the repairment is finished, it will the process will stop, it will not continue again. So it will reduce the inflammation. And second one, antioxidant. What is the meaning of antioxidant? When the food materials, when we take the metabolism, you know metabolism, when we take food materials, it is converting into energy with the help of oxygen. This is known as metabolism, chemical reactions. So when the metabolism takes place inside the body, some of the waste materials are produced, that is known as free radicals. The free radicals entering in the cell and damaging tissues, the cell's DNA structure, sacroplasm or RNA structure, everything is damaging. So our body is getting sick as well as lot of severe disease like cancer. So these free radicals are very dangerous to the body. But if you're taking garlic, it will act as the antioxidant. That means it will remove all the free radicals from the body. So our body will be healthier and will be free from the attack of free radicals. And third one, ginger. The ginger has antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. That means If any bacteria is attacking the body, the ginger has the capacity to act against it because it contains gingerol. And the another property is inflammatory, anti-inflammatory properties. Just I discussed before, it will help to control our inflammation process. It will not lead to over inflammation. So if you're taking ginger, the two things, antibacterial and inflammatory properties, are controlled. So is the most important thing for helping our immunity system. You know very well, is mainly we are using for the sore throat and inflammatory illness and nausea and some pains inside the body. We are using the ginger, but ginger not only help in this all diseases, but also boost up our immunity system by acting as antibacterial and anti-inflammatory agents. And spinach, when we talk about spinach, is a vitamin C content is higher, which is a numerous antioxidants and beta carotene. Beta carotene we just discussed before. It will convert as the vitamin A. So it is an antioxidant. Here also same. It will help to uh, remove the free radicals from the body. So it help to help our body from anti the oxidants free radicals. So this is also helping our immunity system because it contains the main three things: vitamin C and beta carotene and antioxidants. So spinach also very good, playing a very good role in our immunity system. Then yogurt, we all used to take the yogurt. This is one of the most abundant nutrient. Let's see what are the materials are present in the yogurt. You can see the vitamin B12, calcium, phosphorus, riboflavin, and the one of the bacteria is known as probiotic bacteria. These all are present in the yogurt. You know very well, vitamin B12 function we already discussed. It will help to development of the cells and nerves and energy production from protein. The three things are helping with the help takes place with the help of vitamin B12, and calcium, phosphorus are important minerals in the bone formation. So more bone is forming means more WBC is produced, because the WBC are produced from bone marrow, which is present in the bones. How we are getting bones strong means the help of calcium and phosphorus. So if you're taking more calcium and phosphorus, our bones will be stronger. If our bones are stronger means we are getting lot of WBC. WBC strong means our immunity system will be higher. And vitamin B12, vitamin B2 also helping for the production of red blood cell. So if you're taking yogurt with the mixing of this vitamin C like citrus fruits, is plays an tremendous role in our immunity system. And another thing is our immunity system, the main job is to clear our gastrointestinal tract. If any waste materials are accumulating in the gastrointestinal tract, we have to clear it. That is the main function of immunity system. So this yogurt playing an important role to clear off all the dirty things from the gastrointestinal tract. And almonds and nuts, just see what are the nutrients are present: fiber, protein, fat, vitamin E, magnesium, manganese, copper, vitamin B12 and phosphorus. So if you are taking these things, how much benefit we are getting, you can imagine from the contents of this proteins, the contents of these nutrients. So you know very well, vitamin E, it acts as antioxidant. We already discussed antioxidant purpose. In our whole body, all cells used to damage with the help by the presence of these free radicals. So if you are taking vitamin E enriched food like almonds and nuts, our body will be safe from the attack of free radicals. So our cells will be safer. You know very well what is normal cell and what is cancer cell. The normal cell becomes cancer cell when, because if any external agents like over medicines or drugs or this type of free radicals or the sex hormone estrogen, if the level is higher, all these factors, all these components will enter inside the cell and it will damage the protein, DNA, RNA, cytoplasm, everything. So normal cell will convert it as cancer cell. So you don't think the cancer is coming from any somewhere else. No, is normal cell is converting into cancer cell because of these all external agents. So if you're taking vitamin E enriched food, we can prevent it because it will act as antioxidant. It will prevent from the attack of these things. So we have to consume more almonds and nuts. And finally, we used to fight against fat for maintaining a good healthy body weight. Same way, if you are following same like today physical activities, normal diet, and as I discussed early, we have to identify how much amount of food we have to consume a day. If you need 3000 means you have to consume only 3000. If you're consuming 3500 means extra will be converted in the body as fat, so you are gaining body weight. So health, the better thing, follow a healthy eating habits, a hygienic life, and regular physical activity. It will help to improve our immunity system. It will help to develop the active immunity system. Don't wait for the vaccine. The vaccine means is a, for a shorter period of time. After that again the disease will come. But if you are developing active immunity means, that means your body is developing on antibodies. It will last forever in your life. So follow all these tips. You can maintain a good healthy life, and you can escape from this all pandemic situation, and we can go ahead with a happy and cool life. Thank you. Thanks for your patient time for listening my class. Thank you one and all.